Alright guys, welcome back to another video of a lesson of Aice International History. We're still continuing lesson 2, but 2.3 today. So, we're going to begin with the economic recovery and improving relations between the European countries. In the beginning of 1924, European nations faced economic struggles and political tensions with border disputes and the Ruhr occupation. Over the next 5 years, factors such as diplomatic efforts and economic recovery helped ease tensions. The League of Nations and their diplomacy. The League of Nations, despite missing key members like the US and Russia, successfully resolved several border disputes throughout Europe. Joseph Paul Boncourt praised its role in preventing conflicts by settling disputes early. Economic recovery and reconstruction. European nations faced high taxation, inflation, and lost markets post-World War I. Governments led reconstruction efforts, restoring confidence and reinvigorating investments. By 1928, most nations had returned the gold standard, stabilizing their economies. The role of the USA. The USA emerged as one of the world's leading economies after World War I, benefiting from new markets and World War debt repayments. Despite isolationist policies, its financial resources helped ease German reparations and improve international relations. Aims and impacts of international treaties and conferences. The Dawes Plan in 1924 aimed to address the issues of German reparations, leading to the economic restructuring and improved relations. The agreement eased tensions by withdrawing French and Belgian troops from the Ruhr and stabilizing the German financial obligations. And next was one of the most important things, the Locarno Conference. The Germans, French, and Belgians agreed to respect their borders, reducing tensions in Western Europe. Britain and Italy pledged support in the event of aggression, giving France a sense of security against potential German expansion. The next two things are going to be very important. The Kellogg-Briand Pact. Over 60 nations signed the pact, renouncing war as a means of resolving disputes. While symbolically important, the agreement lacked enforcement measurements and making it ineffective in preventing future conflicts. Next is the Young Plan. Germany's reparations were reduced significantly, easing financial strains, but the plan marked France's growing willingness to compromise, influenced by economic realities and pressure from Britain and the US. Changing relations between major powers. France began adopting a more cooperative approach toward Germany, improving diplomacy. Despite agreements, underlying tensions persisted, leading France to seek alliances in Eastern Europe for security. French distrust and security concerns. France remained skeptical of Germany's intentions despite cooperation under the Young Plan. It established alliances in Eastern Europe to bolster security. It sought a strong League of Nations but found it ineffective in enforcing the decisions. Britain's relations with Russia. Britain maintained diplomatic ties but remained wary of Soviet influence. They broke ties together with Russia in 1927 over concerns about communist agitation between Russia and India. USA's role in European recovery. Despite isolationist policies, the USA had significant economic interests in Europe. They provided loans to Germany, indirectly stabilizing European relations. Germany's reintegration. The diplomatic efforts led Germany to formally accept Treaty of Versailles terms. It secured League of Nations membership in 1926, improving their German status. The last is going to be the USSR's isolation and foreign perception. They continue to face distrust from European nations, especially due to ties with Germany. They were excluded from major international agreements, reinforcing its isolationism, keeping them away from European talks. Guys, this is going to be the end of 2.3. Tomorrow we're going to have the last lesson of lesson 2, the last unit of lesson 2, which is going to be unit 2.4. Have a very good day.